Let's bring in our political specialist, Glen McGregor. Glen, Donald Trump says there's no room left for negotiating. So what's happening in Ottawa tonight? Is the Canadian government truly in a wait-and-see mode?
I think there had been a glimmer of hope even as late as this morning, Cynthia, that Canada could get another reprieve on the tariffs after they were delayed at the beginning of February. Trump's Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick went over on television over the weekend, and he suggested the U.S. was considering imposing a lower tariff rate than Trump had previously threatened. He also said the president was pleased to see the security at the border beefed up. But Trump today was adamant. It will be 10% on Canadian energy, 25% on everything else, beginning tomorrow. Now, could he change his mind in the next few hours? Maybe. He tends to be kind of mercurial in that way. He's also very sensitive to dips in the stock market of the kind that we're seeing today. But there is now, I think, in the Canadian government, acceptance of the fact that this is, after weeks and weeks of threats, finally happening, and this is going to hit us very hard.
Acceptance or resignation? Now, the PM has been promising retaliatory tariffs if and when they're needed. How quickly could those go into effect, and what could they look like?
Yeah, we expect that to happen almost immediately. Yes, the PM, as you said, has this list of retaliatory tariffs ready to go, as much as $130 billion worth. And those are going to be aimed at U.S. exports to Canada and targeted to hit back hardest at Trump's political base in so-called red states where the MAGA movement is strongest. So think of things like bourbon from Kentucky, orange juice from Florida. But putting an import tax on those products is going to push up the price that consumers pay here in Canada unless they can switch to products sourced from other countries. But make no mistake, we are now into a full-on trade war, and it is going to hurt virtually every sector of our economy. The GDP will suffer. There will be job losses. Ontario's auto sector, which is so deeply integrated across the border, very likely to be the first to feel the effects, Cynthia.
That's painting a very grim picture. Glen, thank you very much. And that is our City News political specialist, Glen McGregor, in Ottawa.